In the early 1800s, most Americans lived in darkness after sunset. By the end of the century, cities were glowing at night, machines worked faster than humans, and electricity was reshaping daily life forever. This single discovery transformed the United States more than any invention before it. Before we dive in, if you enjoy powerful history explained clearly and safely, subscribe, like this video, and turn on notifications as we explore how each century shaped the modern world. At the start of the 19th century, the United States relied on candles, oil lamps, and firelight. Homes were dim. Factories depended on water and steam. Work stopped when the sun went down. Electricity was not yet a practical force. It was mostly a scientific curiosity. But that would soon change. In the early 1800s, American scientists and inventors began studying electrical currents. Electricity was mysterious and invisible, but researchers believed it could be controlled. Simple experiments showed that energy could travel through wires, opening the door to communication and power. At this stage, electricity was small-scale, but its potential was enormous. One of the first major electrical breakthroughs was the telegraph. In the 1840s, messages that once took weeks to deliver could now travel in minutes. Electric signals crossed cities, states, and eventually the entire nation. For the first time, news moved instantly. Businesses expanded faster. The country felt more connected. Electricity was no longer just an experiment. It was changing communication. Before electricity, nights were quiet and dark. Then came electric lighting. Inventors worked to create reliable electric lamps that could be used safely indoors. By the late 1800s, streets were illuminated. Factories stayed open longer. Homes became brighter and safer. Cities began to glow after sunset, changing how Americans worked, traveled, and lived. Electric power transformed American industry. Factories no longer depended entirely on water or steam. Electric motors allowed faster production, more flexible factory layouts, increased efficiency. This shift helped the United States grow into a leading industrial nation by the end of the century. Electricity became the engine of progress. As demand increased, power stations were built in major cities. Electricity moved from small systems to organized networks. Wires stretched across streets and buildings. Although early systems were limited, they laid the foundation for modern power grids. The idea of shared electrical energy was revolutionary. Electricity reshaped everyday routines. It improved indoor lighting, work schedules, public transportation systems. Stores stayed open later. Cities became more active at night. Electric power quietly changed social life, productivity, and comfort. Early electrical systems were still developing. Access was uneven, and rural areas lagged behind cities. But innovation continued rapidly. Inventors, engineers, and businesses refined electrical technology, making it more reliable and affordable. By the end of the 19th century, electricity was firmly established. The United States had expanding electrical networks, electrified cities, growing industries powered by energy. Electricity became a symbol of modern life and national progress. Electricity did not arrive with loud announcements. It entered homes, streets, and workplaces gradually. Yet its impact was permanent. The 19th century turned electricity from a scientific idea into a force that reshaped America. And the world would never be the same. If this video added